Good morning, YouTube family, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Moses, and this is Urban Backyard Container Gardening. We had a slight cooling off last night. This morning when I woke up, it was 48 degrees, and for northern Florida, this time of year, that's pretty much where we should be. We haven't been that way, so it was nice to have it. I have a few chores to do in the garden, and we're going to bring you along. Let's get started. Real quick before I start my chores, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a great amount of food and vegetables by myself, but I cannot grow the channel without your help. Also, take a few moments to consider becoming a member of my channel. If you do decide to become a member, you'll get to see videos that will air specifically for members only. You'll be able to talk to me for members only conversations, and I may just from time to time send out or share seeds with you. So if you're interested, take a moment to consider doing so. Now back to the video. So in previous videos, I have showed you that I started some cabbages inside the greenhouse there, and I'm going to go ahead and put those into the ground here in this side of the U-bed. Now we have two types of cabbages that I planted. We have a flat Dutch, and we have two of those, and we have a golden acre. We have two of those. So I'm going to just take and dig a hole here near one of the emitters, and we're going to go ahead and put the golden acre on this side. And just like that, we have it in. We're going to go ahead and backfill. And we got one. Now I'm going to skip a emitter, and then I'm going to put another one in. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to put them right next to the emitter. And again, dig a hole. And just like that, we have two in. We're going to go ahead and stick the label here so I know what it is. And we're going to go over on the other side and do the same thing. These are my onions that the remaining onions that I planted here a couple weeks ago. I'm going to go ahead and put down some fertilizer along each side of them in this row and on this side as well. And what I'm going to do is just to, as many of you have seen me before, just do a little row in the dirt or soil. down, go all the way up to where the onions start. There we go. And what I have is some phosphate, and we're going to place it in the row and then cover it back up. Okay, we've got the fertilizer down, and now all we're going to do is go back and cover it up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that for the other row of onions, and then for the other. So we have all the onions fertilized, and later on, before I get ready to go in, we'll turn on the drip system so that the fertilizer can get wet and start breaking down and feeding the onions. On the other side of this bed, I am conducting an experiment. I planted some California black-eyed peas, and they're kind of heavy, planted heavily, or seeded heavily rather, on this row. And they have come up pretty much, I think I would say I have about an 80% germination rate, and they're coming up. I want to see if I can grow them in the winter. So we'll be checking in periodically to see how they are doing, and I'll let you know. Hey, my brassica beds are looking phenomenal. This one has cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage in it, and it's looking great. This one is another brassica. It has Florida broadleaf, mustards, some cabbages, and some broccoli as well. Everything's looking good. Here at this one, we will have mustards for Thanksgiving because these are doing real well. We have, let's see what these are again. We have two different varieties. This is the Georgia collard, and these are the, where's that label? In here somewhere. There we go. Doesn't tell me, but I think these are Vates, V-A-T-E-S collards. And on the other side of the bed, we have two different types of cabbages, green and red, and they're doing great also. Okay, several videos back, I went ahead and pruned these. These are my bell peppers, and got some type of bug there. And as you can see, they have taken to the pruning well, and they are still fruiting, still doing their job. Lastly, in this bed, we have the two different types of radishes here, and we have 4 types of lettuce, and we have 2 types of turnips growing here. And previous video, I showed that these were getting eaten by something, and I sprayed them. I also found a couple of slugs, and ever since then, they have been doing phenomenal, and everything seems to be doing well. So I want to thank you for coming along with me while we did these garden chores. We fertilized some onions, and we planted 2 different types of cabbages. Everything in the garden is looking well. I gave you a little quick tour. In this particular raised bed, we had onions and garlic planted. And in a previous video, I showed that something had eaten the plants down to the soil level. They appear to be growing again, but I'm not expecting anything from them. As such, I've ordered a onion set from Haas Tools, and when it comes, I will be planting them in this particular bed. As I stated at the beginning of the video, take a moment to consider becoming a member of my channel. If you do become a member of my channel, you're eligible to see member-only videos, be able to have seed exchanges, and to interact with me outside of normal videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of food by myself, but cannot grow the channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell all. Chances are, if you like my video, your family and friends will also. Until next time, take care.